Hey guys, welcome to another video where I show you some betting tips and tricks. Now, like I always say, the only way to win on bet isn't just by playing goals or by playing either straight win or draws and all the other popular markets. If you want to be a good punter, you've actually got to be strategic. You've got to have like a betting system that you've monitored and analyzed over a period of time and that you have tested to work for you. So while every other person is going with over 1.5 and over 2.5 or the bigger teams to win, you might just play a certain market in a particular game. Let's say, for instance, you might play yellow card market or red card market or penalty, or you might just play the throw-in market or corner kick market. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And these are markets that, because a lot of people don't actually play them, they tend to have even far bigger odds than some of the regular markets that we play. Now let's say, for example, you are looking at this game and you are thinking, oh, because it's Man City, so definitely there's going to be either a 1.5 or a 2.5. Now just look at it yourself. 1.5 is 1.124. What is that? Is that even making sense? And if you're just lucky enough, for those of you that watched my video earlier, Man City over 2.0 goals was at 1.20. Look at it, it's dropped. What did I tell you about how and when to get higher odds? You see, it's dropping. And before 9 p.m., even this particular odd will just practically make no sense. The only thing that makes sense right now is over 2.5. But this is Champions League. You've got to consider the fact that Man City won the first game and, they can decide to just play around and even a 1-1 or allow Mönchengladbach to win. Just make sure that they keep the score tight. Anyway, that's not the purpose of our video. So what I'm saying is, this goal market, if you are someone that likes goal markets, 2.5 is making sense, but you also know that what I'm just trying to say in essence is there might not be a lot of goals. In case there are no much goals, so you always want to play safe. So when odds that you regularly play are actually very low, you've got to look for other strategies, other markets that will give you far bigger odds. Like recently, I've discovered a market, two actually, and I'll be sharing one in this video while I'll share the other one in another video much later on. So right now, the market I've just discovered that I think is such a cool strategy. And do you know the beautiful thing about this market? You can be cashing out in 15 minutes. I mean, every other person is waiting for 2 goals, 3 goals for 90 minutes. But in 15 minutes, you can be cashing out. And what market am I talking about? I'm talking about the goal will be scored up to a minute market. As you can see it on the screen, goal will be scored up to a minute market on 1xBet. On other bookies, you might have it as maybe 10 minutes, with say 10 minutes to have a goal, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, as the case may be. But on 1xBet, it's called goal will be scored up to a minute. And when we open this market right now, here is what I want you to see. Now, check out these odds. Can you see these odds? These are massive odds. And guess what? Yes, it's a risky market, but this is a market that can give you good cash in 15 minutes of any game. I'm not talking about just this game, any game at all. And what is this all about? Well, it's actually about you analyzing a game and saying that will there be a goal in 15 minutes? Like I told you, this is about making money and cashing out on your bet in as little as 15 minutes. You've already gotten your profit and you're looking for another game that's about to start or already started. Sometimes this market is also available in live bets, as per depending on the time duration of the game. Then you will have, say, 30 minutes no go, 45 minutes no go. So it's still available in live bet. So just look at the odds for 15 minutes no go, 1.475. Do you know what that is? That is close to 50% of your capital. This is actually for the 7.5% of any stake that you put on this game or on this bet. I'm still going to show you like one or two other let's try the Real Madrid Atlanta game for example tonight as well, and I just want you to see how massive these odds really are. So what I want you to understand is you don't always have to play the general market that everybody is playing. Just look for Just look for a suitable market that's going to work for you. And goal will be scored up to a minute. No goal in 15 minutes is a market I've seen that is working on so many big games. When big clubs play, because they are big clubs, they usually, try to match themselves, closely. So usually, even in the first half, there are no goals. So just going for this game in 15 minutes, you're already cashing out. This is what I'm going to recommend for you guys. Start this market with very low stake. So because you're just starting out. For me, I've already determined, when to play it. So you can start it out with a low stake of $10 or 5,000 naira, whatever is comfortable for you, and see how to grow the market or grow your stake using this market. So, and this is a game market. This is a bet that you can actually, play like, just say on any day, you can play this market like 20 times, as in 20 times. Do you know that in every hour there are games going on? And for every game that is going on, out of 20 matches, if you look for 20,000 naira right now, and you start off with 2,000 naira per game or 4,000 naira per game, you divide your stake into 5. All the matches are not going to be at the same time, right? So let's say for a period of time, you look for 5 games. Another period, you look for 5 games. All right. So before the end of the day, you will have at least over 20 games that you can actually bet on. So what do we do on this market? All you have to do is, it doesn't matter whether you know the clubs or not. Just go check the table out of any league that you are trying to bet on. If they are either the first 1 to 3 clubs or 1 to 4 clubs that are playing together, or it's anybody from either the bottom or the middle half of the table to the bottom of the table that are playing together, just bet on this market. You see, I mentioned 3 options. Those are the top playing together. First 3 to 4 clubs playing together. The middle guys playing together, or the bottom guys playing together, or anybody from the middle to the bottom. Now, I didn't mention those at the top playing against those at the bottom, because usually when the bigger clubs are playing the smaller clubs, you can expect a goal at any time. All right, so take note of that. However, even if that were the case, I have seen many big clubs playing against small clubs that didn't have a goal in 15 minutes. So guys, like I said, haven't checked that out. You can just decide to play this market on any game at all. It doesn't matter who is playing the league. Just decide that this is the market you want to play on a particular day with a particular amount of money, and out of 5 games which you're going to start with, I'm telling you, you will likely not miss less than 1. That means that you will probably and most likely win at least 4 games out of 5 games on this market most of the time. Majority of the time, go and check out all your previous results. Majority of the time, there are no goals in up to 15 minutes. Okay, so this is a market that can make you some huge cash in just 15 minutes of playing. I mean, I play a game right now with 5,000 naira on 1.4 odds. I get 2,000 naira extra. I go to another game that is already going on or about to start. I just put the 5k back, and then I get another 2,000 naira or 1.5. You know, some can be as low as 1.3 odds at times, right? So whatever the odds are, that's not really your problem. Your major concern is you want to let's look at any live game going on. So this game is going on right now. It's in the second half, as you can see, and there are no goals yet. So we want to see whether this option is still going to be available on a live game. So watch out, this is it. Didn't I tell you that it's also available on live games as well? Now, as you can see, the game is 50 plus minutes, and it's saying that would there be a goal up to 60 minutes. Can you see this? 60 minutes, that's another 10 minutes to play. Will there be a goal? And it's offering as much as 1.25. And if there are no goals in this game, up to let's say up to 65 minutes, you can still get that same 1.42 odds in a live game. So, if you decide to play it in a live game, that's really up to you. But I just want to explain this market to you and show you the huge potential in this market, because in as little as 15 minutes, just make that 16 minutes, because once the clock reads 16 minutes, sometimes I get confused myself, because some goals come on the 15th minute, so it's 15.03. So I'm wondering, was that up to 15 minutes or not? Well, the bookie will decide that for you. So just if the clock is on 16 minutes, then you know that yes, definitely the bet is won, because if it's still 0-0 at 16 minutes, then definitely there was no goal up to 15 minutes. So guys, this is a huge market, and I want you to try it. I'm telling you that in every day, if you play this market 10 times, you should get nothing less than 7 to 8 times or more profit on your money, because majority of games on a single day do not score in up to 15 minutes. And let me give you another trick or another tip. Go for leagues that don't score a lot. Go for Spanish Division 2, Portugal Division 2, even Portugal Division 1, Israel Division 1. They don't usually score on time, so there are some leagues that are even peculiar to not scoring on time, like Croatia. There are so many of them, and all you have to do is know your league. But I'm telling you, let's even assume you're not really focusing on what country or what club or what league the match is coming from. You just playing this game on any match at all, you will still likely have a huge success rate from this bet market. Well, I hope I've been able to open your eyes to how you can make money in just as little as 15 minutes in any game of your choice. I mean, literally any game of your choice. So don't dull. Start betting and cashing out in just 15 minutes. Take care and bye for now.